is our first night out. I would like for you guys to give a warm welcome to yourselves. Thank you for coming. Good evening, City of North Miami. Welcome to the City of North Miami's Black History Month Poetry Tribute in honor of the 50th Golden Jubilee anniversary of the Civil Rights Movement Act. Tonight we've got an evening full of amazing poetry works. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce to the stage your MC for the night, a wonderful friend of mine, Mr. Will Escarment, better known as Will Sirius.
That's all I'm gonna get for this evening? That's it? Okay. All right. Again, welcome. How many North Miami residents we have in the building this evening? North Miami alumni? I guess the rest are from N&B, right? No, we don't like that. It's all right. All right, once again, like Rahima said, man, welcome. We welcome everybody to this wonderful event City of North Miami is putting together. And again, we have some amazing poetry going on this afternoon. As you know, how many of you guys know Will the Real One Bell? Yeah. Amazing poet. And we're gonna be paying tribute to him this evening. And also we're gonna be paying tribute to Rebecca Butterfly Vaughn. How many of you know Rebecca Butterfly Vaughn? Yes. Trust me, you're in for a treat. See this microphone? I'm gonna work with it. Real quick, I want to take the time to thank some of our sponsors that helped put this event together, and please let's give them a round of applause as I announce their name: Ace Construction and Exquisite Catering. They provided the food, correct? Let's do that again. Ace Construction and Exquisite Catering. The free food, free. We like free. And also Chipotle, y'all. Chipotle also one of our sponsors. Got to take care of them. I see a lot of familiar faces out here, man. Shout out to Officer Belcher in the building. How you doing, sir? Quick story. That guy saved my life, and I mean that literally, man. When I was in high school, what was it, middle school? You probably remember, man. I injured my foot, and he came and carried me like Superman. And I'm very proud to say that. But again, shout out to all those that came out this evening. We're going to get this thing started with our first act. I need y'all to give them a big round of applause. Come on now, I need y'all to start clapping right now and give it up for Holistic Arts Center.
Good evening. My name is Yajide Major, and this is my sister, Aziza. Together we're Radiance, and we are a part of the Holistic Arts Center. And we're going to open up the show with the Black National Anthem. Can you please stand? Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberties. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling seas. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us, facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died. Yet with the steady beat, have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers died. We have come over a way with the tears have been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered, out from the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our red star is cast.
Y'all can do better than that. Give it up again. Give it up for the Lincoln Art Center, you guys. Give it up. Amazing. I used to sing like that. I used to. Okay, at this time we're gonna get our very own Pastor Lorenzo G. Johnson Jr. for our invocation. Come on, y'all, give it up for Pastor Lorenzo G. Johnson.
How y'all doing, North Miami? Come on, let's give God a hand clap of praise for being out here tonight. All right, let's bow our heads for prayer. Father, we come to you in the name of Jesus Christ, Lord. We thank you for who you are, God. We thank you for this night where everyone can come out tonight, Father God, and give you glory and give you praise as we celebrate Black history, oh God. Father, I pray in the name of Jesus Christ for this city, oh God, that you bless every police officer, God. Bless every officer, Father God. Bless every government worker, oh God. Bless everyone that's out here tonight, God. I pray in the name of Jesus Christ that you just bless them like never before, God. God, I ask that you just let your love, your peace, your joy just move throughout this place, oh God, that we have a wonderful time together, God, even as we honor our dear sister Butterfly right now in the name of Jesus Christ, oh God. Lord, we just love you tonight, God. We bless your name for what you're doing. We thank you for the fellowship. We thank you for the love and the peace and the happiness that's going to come out tonight at this Black History program, Lord. In Jesus Christ's name I pray. Amen. Amen. Come on, let's give God a hand clap of praise.
If you're happy to be here, make some noise right now. Let's see how loud we can get. Let's see how loud we can get. I know you're a little fool. We should have fed you guys after the fact, because I know a lot of people get sleepy after they eat. But we're going to keep this show going while you're in the clapping mood. Let's go ahead and bring up our city manager, Mr. Stephen Johnson.
Commander Belcher carried you? Wow. Wow. Commander Belcher. I'm never going to let him live that one down. That's probably the only work that he's probably ever done. But great job. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the city of North Miami. And let me say, as you often hear it, one of America's top 10 cities. All right, all right, all right. I want to say tonight, thank you on behalf of our mayor and council. Our mayor is under the weather, not able to be here tonight, but we do have other elected officials here. To start with our Vice Mayor Scott Galvin, he's here. Thank you, Councilman Galvin. We also have newly elected Councilwoman Carol Keys. I saw her somewhere. I know she's here. We also have newly elected Councilman Philip Bieneme and Councilwoman Ilan Sterl as our elected officials. Also, we have our city attorney here, Ms. Regine Monestein, and my deputy city manager, Dr. Elaine Carr, Assistant Chief Zuriga, and the police department. Thank all of them for being here. And of course, our community. This is a special event because this Black History Month in 2014 is coming off of the heels of a recent 50-year anniversary of our civil rights movement, and also off of the memorial service of the former President Nelson Mandela. So this is very important, and I'm very glad that we as a city, a very diverse city, has taken the time and the initiative to recognize many of these historical months. So there's a lot more to come in 2014 from the Caribbean month, the Haitian American Month. We just have so much, our Hispanic Month, so much that we are very proud to be a city, to have so many residents in that we would like to recognize all of these months. So thank you very much. We're going to have a good time tonight. Thank you for coming to the city of North Miami.
That was the last time I let somebody carry me. But thank you. Thank you. All right, so we gonna get this going, man. We have a special poet coming up to the stage. We actually flew her in from South Africa. And this is where you laugh. We flew her in from South Africa, and she's here to perform a very special piece. So I need y'all to give it up right now. Start clapping right now. Come on, y'all, start clapping. And give it up for Madam, speaking Madam of the Phone.
Thank you, darling. Forgive me, I didn't have a phone from the 1960s, so we're going to pretend this is one. You say I okay? You say I okay long distance? Well, okay to win. What? Oh my goodness, Central, that was then. I'm mad and disgusted with that Negro now. I ain't paying for no long distance, no how. You say, excuse me, I better pay, else you take my phone away. You better let my phone alone. Yeah, but I didn't ask him to telephone me. Frosty no down well long distance ain't free. Lord, if I ever catch him, Lord have pity. Calling me up from Kansas City. Talking about he love me. What I want to know is, how come he can't tell me about them other young girls, about, what they can do? What about what Alberta K. Johnson can do? And the bold, too. What's that, Central? You don't care nothing about my private, what? Excuse me. You say you don't care nothing about my private affair. Well, even less about your phone bill. Does I care?
It's in the museum.
Yes. You say what? Well, you say that long distance I'm gonna pay. Well, Alberta K. Johnson ain't gonna pay. No way. Tell me up. And back to the stage, I'd like to welcome our city manager, Stephen Johnson, reciting a poem entitled I'm really nervous, y'all. Come on. For my young black brothers.
Thank you, Alberto. I'm not a poet, so I'll try to do the best I can, but this is a poem titled For My Young Black Brothers. You're going to be an outstanding black man if you have goals, dreams, and a master plan. Stay in school and don't go astray. You might be like Dr. Montreal Green and become a superintendent one day. He's a man who had goals, dreams, and a master plan, and now he's an outstanding black man. Don't sell drugs and hang out with thugs. Good education is your only way. You're not all gangbangers as the media portray. You're young, you're gifted, handsome, and black. You're an A student, but they would never tell that. You have goals, dreams, and a master plan, and you're going to be an outstanding black man. Don't diss women and call them B's and W's. Respect all women, especially your mother. She's a God-fearing woman who always had a plan. She's the reason why you're an outstanding young black man. Be a positive role model for all of the brothers. Tell them to stop selling drugs and killing each other. Tell them to trust in God and to love one another, because you are all beautiful black brothers. To my middle-class brothers, since you are all black, why don't you diss them because you think that they came from the wrong side of the track? I told you once that they're young, they're gifted, they're handsome, and black. And excuse them while they pat themselves on the back. Society's plan is for you to fall, so you don't end up in somebody else's jail. Well, you don't like orange jumpsuits or overcrowded cells. You're an achiever and you're going to do well. So tell them to excuse you while you mess up their plans, because you're going to be an outstanding black man. Society will put you on hold and tell you to wait, but you don't have to be like, you have to be like Job and to stand on your faith, because God has the master plan, and you're going to be an outstanding black man. By Margaret Block. Thank you.
I like that. I'm gonna have an exciting time today. All right, so let's keep this going. Coming up to the stage next, we have another poet. Let's start clapping right now. Let's start clapping right now and give it up for Lucy Service.
Good afternoon. I am from the Future Leaders by Affiliation Teen Program. My name is Lucy Servius, and I am here to perform Black History. Black history, oh how sweet. Black history, one will meet. Black history, never high or low. Black history, moving by slow. Slow, so slow, Black history, let's go. Slow, freedom, let's go. Slow, so slow, Dr. King, my hero. Slow, so slow, Harriet and the railroad. Anticipating, yes it is, but we have to proceed. Anticipating, yes it is, but it's one will meet. Anticipating, yes it is, but we have to be brave. Anticipating, yes it is, Black history I crave. Behold the chambers that exist and all the fears we can't prevent. Behold the chambers that exist and all the freedoms we can't prevent. Black history is here, so let's take a stand. Black history is here, so let's give a hand.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're the North Miami Police Junior Cadets, and we're doing a poem today.
We're black. Blacker than the shadow of a slave running away from his master.
We're strong enough to make racism stand still.
We're ill, sick of being mistreated because of the color of our skin.
We grin at individuals who try to break us apart.
With self-reflection, we learn to love the color that we're in and what comes with it.
We didn't need a bus, but they needed us.
Martin Luther King showed us that we can fight without standing up.
Rosa Parks showed us that we can stand for a cause while sitting. Many others played a role in the civil rights movement. We can't stop now.
We're proud,
we're black,
and we're strong.
correction, her name was Jemima, by the way. I totally screwed that up. But come on, give it up for Jemima and Peggy again. I like having police escort, I really do. Have y'all worked on the chant? Nothing yet? Okay, 5 more minutes? Okay, cool. We'll work on that. So, coming up next from the Alonzo Mourning and Tracy Mourning High School, let's give it up for Natia Jean Noel.
Hello? Alright, cool. I am Nikita G. Noel. I am from Alonzo and Tracy Mourning Senior High, and I'm here to perform What Women Deserve by Sonia Renee Taylor. Culturally diversified biracial girl with small diamond nose ring and a pretty smile poses beside the words, "Women deserve better." And I almost let her non-threatening grin begin to infiltrate my psyche till I read the unlikely small print at the bottom of the ad. Sponsored by the U.S. Secretariat for Pro-Life Activities and the Knights of Columbus. On a bus in a city with a population of 563,000, 4 teenage mothers on a bus with me, 1 Latino woman with 3 children under 3 and no signs of a daddy. 1 16-year-old black girl standing in 22-degree weather with only a sweater and a book bag and a bassinet with an infant that ain't even 4 weeks old yet. Tell me that yes, women deserve better. Women deserve better than public transportation rhetoric from the same people who won't give that teenage mother a ride to the next transit, won't let you talk to their kids about a safer sort of love, and never had to listen to as the door slams behind the man who adamantly says, "That thing ain't mine," leaving her to wonder how she'll raise this kid. Women deserve better than $300 from TANF and AFDC that will provide for her family of 3, or $6 an hour jobs at KFC with no benefits for her new baby, or the college degree she'll never see because you can't have infants at the university. Women deserve better than lip service paid for by politicians who have no alternatives to abortion. Though I'm sure right now one of their 17-year-old daughters is sitting in a clinic lobby, sobbing quietly and anonymously, praying her parents don't find out, or is waiting for her mom to pick her up because research shows that out-of-wedlock childbirth doesn't look good on political polls. And Sarah ain't having that. Women deserve better than backward governmental policies that won't pay welfare for kids, or health care for kids, or child care for kids, don't want to pay for living wages to working mothers, don't want to make men who only want to be last night's lovers responsible for the semen they lay, just like they don't want to pay for anything, but want to control the woman who's having it. Acting outraged at abortion when I'm outraged that they want us to believe women deserve better. The Vatican won't prosecute pedophile priests, but I decide I'm not ready for motherhood and its condemnation for me. These are the same people who won't support national condom distribution to prevent teenage pregnancy, but women deserve better. Women deserve better than back alley surgeries that leave our wombs barren and empty, deserve better than organizations bearing the name of land-stealing rapists, racists, funding $1 million campaigns on subway trains with no money to give these women, while balding middle-aged white men tell us what to do with our bodies, while they wage wars and kill other people's babies. So maybe women deserve better than propaganda and lies to get into office, than propaganda and lies to get into panties, to get out of court, to get out of paying child support. Get out of my decisions and give us back our voice. Women do deserve better. Women deserve choice.
Okay, let's give it up for Nakima again, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you. Give them another round of applause, everybody. Tonight, Chipotle was so generous to donate to us some gift certificates for each one of these students who came out and participated tonight. These are dinner meals for 2 each one. So we'd like to thank you all for the participation. Everybody give them a round of applause.
I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so this is the part of the show where we're going to pay our first respect to one of our tributes, Will the Real One Bell. So I need y'all to help me present this person. This person is an amazing poet. I've been knowing her for quite some time, and I tell you, you're in for a real treat. So please, please, please start clapping right now. Start clapping right now. Give it up for Miss Red Riding Hood.
Good evening. How's everybody doing? Good. So Will the Real One Bell, as a lot of you know, had his poetry spot right here around the corner, down the street. And he was God, everything to me. And so he even gave me my stage name. My stage name is Red Writing Hood. So thanks to his cleverness, it stuck, and I've been called that ever since. So this is my poem that I wrote in his honor. My phone rang. And though I can't explain the pain behind the words, all I heard was, they killed Will. And this submarine-sized pill was just too big to even attempt to swallow. So in the midst of Tracy speaking, it's like I still tried to borrow hope. See, her tearful words said that Will was dead, but somewhere inside my head, I still waited for her to say he's gonna be okay, he's gonna pull through in the hospital location they taken him to. But when that didn't come, my body finally reacted, shut down, and I was numb. Sat in the back of a friend's car and I cried so hard I couldn't breathe. This was something I just couldn't believe. Like, what? Who? How? Why? You? Now? I still needed you. Emotions just flooded through me like shock, anger, and hurt, and reality really set in. The following weekend we covered your coffin with dirt. Can't even take a drive down 125 because I don't think straight and my stomach turns. See, I'm still a baby at this and got so much to learn. I still yearn for your teachings, needing our talks. There was never a price on your words of advice. It was just so nice to be schooled by you. And now it's like I'm waiting on God to supply another tool like you to pick up where you left off, make jokes about my car, and act the fool like you. We were chicken king and queen. I miss getting wings with you and your uncut solutions to the problems that I bring to you, but I'm left with nothing but these sad memorials on YouTube, and all they seem to do is make me cry. Don't ask me why, but I still log on and press play. Never seen So I Run remixed in so many ways. Some of the photos in these videos hit hard. It's odd to my mom that I sit there and sit through it while I wish I could tell her there's nothing to it, but there is. See, we lost a poetic father and one of his kids. And by the time I accept his death, we've been and already met again. I can't stop crying and I'm about to shed again. My pen ran dry, but my pencil let again, because this is more than a poem, more than a rhyme. Friends question my sanity because I still clutch the Times, the Herald, popular poet gunned down. Tell folk how I'm feeling about this and they say, Red, calm down. But saying your car taken by tow truck left me toe up. If I could cry right now, I would be. Well, the literary cafe don't raise no, so I won't. And someone want to hug me after this poem, but don't, because it makes me weak. I'm strengthening up strength as we speak to get through this piece. And to me, they still ain't win. And to me, you still all over these streets like the wind, and there's just something about the clout I got with God when I pray. I talk to him about the effects this has had on me since you went away. He tells me the killer that will have his day in his way in his time, and I still see you in my dreams. full of life and joy, or so it seems. I wake up to mentally decode the things that you say and what they mean, like staging a scene for me when I wasn't even there. As if you know someone saw something and won't speak up because they just don't care, or maybe they're scared because snitches get stitches or die. Well, never mind the street code. Man, this thing done transformed me into beast mode, and you resting in peace ain't what the sheet showed as it draped you. And we love to think it was these fools who came to take you, but the spirit makes you see things a little differently. See, we were all on borrowed time, because we can never tell tomorrow's time, but I thank you for allowing me to stand on your shoulders. Since you've been gone, the scene seems a little colder, but I'm still creating poems with heavy words like boulders. I promise to walk through the flames of the same lanes you trailblazed, and some folks don't seem fazed, but that's okay. I'm just proud to say I was born and stage raised at the Literary Cafe, where it was more than poetry readings. It held workshops, beast breedings. I'm forever deeply rooted, grounded in training, obtaining knowledge of this game from Will, who gave me my name. And in order to examine this pain, you have to look under the hood from which I write to see the red that led me to this mic. I wasn't geared up for this. I don't even feel up to this, but I knew I had to get it out. Thank y'all.
See, it's fixed now. Nope.
Thank you so much for that, Red Riding Hood. We'd like to thank Will's sister, Cynthia, for coming out tonight. Thank you so much. As you know, and many of us know, Will was an inspiration to many of us in the city of North Miami. Right now, to the stage, I'd like to welcome Will Sirius, who will be doing a poem in honor of Rebecca Butterfly Vaughn.
You see, as time continues to tick like a clock and until justice is served, God said, I am your rock. No such plot shall go unseen. I've heard your cries and vengeance is mine, so I'ma dry your eyes. For weeping may endure for a night, but joy, your joy comes in the morning. I remember that morning. After 32 days and 32 nights, a familiar voice came through the loudspeaker pleading for her son to be released from jail. Face forward, I continue to walk in this militant line. Time frozen inmate whispered, Will, I think your mother just posted bail. Yeah, that's right. You see, I wasn't always a good boy, but a loving mother made me a better man. So here I stand, no longer enslaved in a world where shoot first, ask questions later seems more common among people wearing hoodies, handful of goodies, stereotyped for all the wrong reasons. Because you see, mama taught me how to stand strong in the midst of my seasons. Winter falls in the spring, remembrance of summer, because 365 days taught me more than just a lesson. They say a man normally loses his vision the minute he stops focusing on the things that matters the most, while side mirrors continue to bear images of life lessons taught by mistakes, broken promises, and misfortune. But you see, I survived it, so I'm golden. 24 karat of praise, lonely night, but better days made me a believer. I'm an overachiever, no longer a follower. I spread my wings, because thanks to Butterfly, I learned how to be a leader. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I need y'all to make some noise right now and give it up for Rebecca Butterfly Vaughn. Come on, you can do better than that. You can do better than that.
Towards the person. Towards the person.
Never had father-daughter relationship. But it's okay, because I take the words that he used to say, that it's better to have a little bit of something than a whole lot of nothing. And he told me that you should always be able to stand in any crowd.
Okay.
And I remember the first time I spent a day with him at the barber shop, and he spoke a word that caught my attention. And I asked him, Daddy, what does that mean? And he said, look it up. I said, well, can you spell it for me? He said, look it up. Only he was just teaching me to learn the sound of words, not knowing that he was actually allowing for me to fall in love with Webster's dictionary. And to this day, I can imagine each and every time that I pick one up that it tickles and cringes at its spine just at my fingertips. And Webster probably turns over in his grave on a daily, because I've become the acronym queen. See, fear is fruition eagerly awaiting to rise. Dream is desired reality eagerly awaiting manifestation. We all have haters as long as we're trying to reach towards the sky. So I've deemed that to be heavily acting towards exercising rights to succeed. Never allow anyone to talk you out of your dreams. And of course, it was at the age of 10 that I took a pen and I started to make love to paper with and without lines. And it wasn't roses are red, violets are blue. No, I spoke truth. I spoke what was outside my window, life dancing and talking to me into the morning time, into the middle of the day and into the night, inspired by Langston Hughes. It was green ink that he wrote his words in. Of course, she taps to the beat of a drum in her head of sound and pats her knee when she's thinking her lyrical lines. Thank you, Nikki Giovanni. And when she wants to put paper and words together and mesh them and call it poetry, she confines the essence of her 360-degree space that is matter behind closed doors of a hotel while she sips wine. But she also was the one that told you how Cage Bird sings and how you should be a woman and be phenomenal. Thank you, Maya Angelou. And of course, there's no other like Amiri Baraka, the man who spoke boldness and truth, didn't care about the barriers. He needed you to know, wanted you to know, and he told you just like it is. And know that television, of course, speaking to our eyes with regards to the revolution, no, it will not be televised. In fact, there's not enough television screens big enough to televise what the revolution really is. It's all a mental thing. But thank you, last poets. And of course, she talks to us through haikus and about love and about life and about loving to be black. Thank you, Sonia Sanchez. And of course, she never allowed for the barriers or the borderline. She always spoke from the heart, lived in pride, wanted you to know who she really was, didn't care about society's thoughts. June Jordan. And just like she, I go to sleep at night too with children on my mind, thesaurus and dictionary by my bedside, so that if I get a thought in the middle of the night, I turn on my purple light. Thank you, Gwendolyn Brooks. All African American poets that, of course, was walking through the struggles of the civil rights movement. And through their penmanship to paper, they made sure that you knew about it, that you would not forget about it, through what we call poetry. And fast forward today, we new poets, but it's a new language. It's referred to as spoken word. And I'll be that poet that speaks to your ears with an intention to make you want to continue to dream, but never forget your past and where you've come from. See, I aim for the mind, the heart, and the soul.
Let's hear it for Butterfly, Rebecca Butterfly Vaughn. Rebecca Butterfly Vaughn has been active with the city of North Miami for some time now. She has participated in many of our events, and to show our appreciation, we'd like to give you these flowers. Beautiful flowers for a beautiful butterfly and her beautiful words. Thank you so much.
Better than you.
Okay, so we gonna have some fun right now. Yeah, y'all mind if we're running right on schedule. Yeah, she's like, the stage manager's like, yeah, I'm at the mic, I'm gonna have some fun. And we're gonna have some fun with the Holistic Arts Center. I'm gonna need y'all help to help me out on this. So I'm gonna yell out some stuff, and as they cheer, you can just play whatever. I wanna see which group get the loudest music, okay? So do we have any 80s babies in the building? Make some noise. 80s babies. 80s baby, I need, yeah, because I'm an 80s baby. I want to sing loud. I want to sing great. 80s babies, make some noise. Okay.
Regine, you're not an 80s baby.
70 babies, make some noise. You born in the 70s, make some noise. Wait, that's too loud for them. That's too loud for them. That's too loud for them. 60s, if you're born in the 60s, make some noise. some good music right there. Some good music. And let's take it further back. 50s, if you're born in the 50s, make some noise. What? Bedtime? What did you say, bedtime? What? Huh? Bedtime? Okay, so we said 90s, if you're born in the 90s, I knew they was waiting. They was waiting. They were waiting. I know. They were like, okay, so he's decreasing. I don't think he's coming back around. But I got you. I tell you, did you guys think of the chant? No, did you? Act like you didn't hear the 90s. Don't even worry about it. I say that because North Miami is comprised of a lot of people, man, and I was, grateful of attending North Miami Middle, North Miami Senior High School. I've seen a lot of people come. I've seen a lot of people go. How many of you guys remember those school dances with $3 tickets and stuff like that? Y'all remember that? Yeah. He's in the back like, yeah, I remember. I used to work the door. Yeah, I know. And I'm sure in every genre there was something different. But I just remember going to the gym and $3 ticket dances. Music was not like it is today. Can we agree? We had some good music. See, normally when I host a show, I have a DJ in here cue and put a segment in, so y'all just have to, think of the music at that time. I can't go that far back, but I do remember how wonderful it was growing up in the city of North Miami. In those days, we could walk to a friend's house with no worries, right? Right? And it's still like that today, thanks to the wonderful police department that's in the building right now. See how I cute that in, Rahima? See how I cute that in? But regardless of whatever city you live in, I will say please sow back into that city. I was fortunate to get a basketball scholarship. I went to TCC. I graduated from Florida State University, came back home, seeing how wonderful the community has gotten. So I thank everybody. I just had my first child last year, so I'm raising him up now, a second generation. So proud of that. I got pictures. I'm gonna pass my phone around in a little bit. You can tell the proud father. So excited to share these pictures. But please, man, we are our brothers' keepers. We need to look out for one another, regardless what community you live in. Let's stay tight and keep it a full circle. So without any further ado, we have another poet coming to the stage. This gentleman right here, Mr. Scott Galvin. Don't come up yet, but I will say I remember him in high school. Well, middle school. Mr. Galvin, me and Rahima had an issue. We had a conversation yesterday, and correct me if I'm wrong. Did you teach at North Miami? I told you that was Mr. Galvin, my teacher. She said, no, he didn't. No, he never taught. And I was like, yes, he did. He was my teacher. And now he's vice mayor here with us today, Mr. Scott Galvin. Please give it up as he recite a poem, Death to Emmett Till, excuse me. Of course. He gave me a C too.
You earned that C. Thank you. It's really a privilege to be here tonight to share the stage, obviously, with former students and with present North Miami High pioneers. I'm North Miami High class of 1986. And I'm very proud to be here tonight to represent the North Miami City Council. I'm going to tell you a little story tonight about Emmett Till, and most of you know the story that's more recent of Trayvon, but you might not know the story of a young man 50 years before that. The year was 1955, and Emmett Till, 14, 15 years old, was at the store in the deep south of the United States, and this is obviously the height of the Jim Crow segregation laws. He was guilty of nothing but walking out of a store and whistling at a white woman to tell her how good-looking he thought that she was. For that horrible crime, can you believe that, just acting like a boy? Later that day, some white men came to his home, pulled him away from the guardians that protected him, beat him, poked out an eye, shot him in the head, wrapped a weight around him that had barbed wire around it itself, and threw him in the river. Days later, his body was found, and when they went to have his funeral, the family decided that the coffin should be left open. Sure, The body was unrecognizable. The boy looked nothing like he did just days before, happy young teenager. But the family of Emmett Till wanted everybody to see exactly what hatred did to him. Exactly what people who discriminated based on the color of the young man's skin were capable of doing. Not 10 years later, Bob Dylan, the songwriter most of you probably heard of, wrote a song, The Death of Emmett Till, and I'll read you the lyrics from the song now. "'Twas down in Mississippi, not so long ago, when a young boy from Chicago stepped through a southern door. This boy's dreadful tragedy I can still remember well. The color of his skin was black, and his name was Emmett Till. Some men, they dragged him to a barn, and there they beat him up. They said they had a reason, but I can't remember what. They tortured him and did some evil things, too evil to repeat. There were screaming sounds inside the barn. There were laughing sounds out on the street. Then they rolled his body down a gulf amidst the bloody red rain, and they threw him in the waters wide to cease his screaming pain. The reason that they killed him there, and I'm sure it ain't no lie, was just for the fun of killing him and to watch him slowly die. And then to stop the United States of yelling for a trial, two brothers, they confessed that they had killed poor Emmett Till. But on the jury, there were men who helped the brothers commit this awful crime. And so this trial was a mockery, but nobody seemed to mind. I saw the morning papers, but I could not bear to see the smiling brothers walking down the courthouse stairs. For the jury found them innocent, and the brothers, they went free, while Emmett's body floats in the foam of a Jim Crow southern sea. If you can't speak out against this kind of thing, a crime that's so unjust, your eyes are filled with dead men's dirt, your mind is filled with dust. Your arms and legs, they must be in shackles and chains, and your blood, it must refuse to flow. For you let this human race fall down so god-awful low. This song is just a reminder to remind your fellow man that this kind of thing still lives today in that ghost-robed Ku Klux Klan. But if all of us folks that think alike, if we give all that we can give, we could make this great land of ours a greater place to live. Thank you all for being here.
She is standing at, well, she's tall, and I just love it. I love it. Give it up for Miss Nubian, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, give us some love. Saying, I was trying to make it comfortable for you. A little bit lower. Oh, okay, right. You good?
Yes, I'm good. You know, I'm only 5'9", only, and the heels is, you know, exaggerated. How you guys doing this evening?
Great.
I don't hear enough of you guys. Are you awake? I'm just making sure. As you know, I knew Will, the real one, very personally and close, and I did a piece towards poetry and how it's viewed throughout South Florida. I guess I don't think that we did enough recognition as far as spoken word and poets speaking their hearts and minds on everyday living and, you know, issues that we got going on around this world. So I made this piece. It's called Willpower. And I guess you will understand when I'm done. Here I go. I'm a little under the weather, but like I said, I always come out to support. So hopefully I can breathe through this whole piece. Okay, here goes. I got willpower. We got willpower. Our poets got willpower. We got souls to heal with words bellowing through broken tears. We got souls to heal with words bellowing through broken tears, is what they tell us. A sound poet speaking sound word from the mindless, and they act like they don't hear us, but this here type of art ain't too hard to find. Heart beating to the sound of a 16th bar note, my words escape from my tongue, crashing cymbals into human ears, but it's just filtered. And we all singing that same old song. When I first heard him speak, I thought, what words could I find that he felt need for me to hear? I cruised through metaphors in his teachings with an inclination of life, wondering, what does he fear? I've gained more knowledge at the peak of my poets when they speak, because I've learned to listen and feel the voyeurism of our message flow without defeat. I will, and I am, and only I could be heard if this peace need be reached. Telling some of you I now do this because the passion has been severely impeached. I can't express how we've demolished this art that we speak on, who's doing it right and who ain't got to pay homage, so now I gotta stay strict on my diet of what I write. Spoken word artist, or are you a poet from being a writer to an actor, but ain't none of you wrote it? Now my heart is banned at the inequities of my hard-earned flow, speaking verses and versatilities on what the people want me to know and show. But in this light, and I'm gonna say it again, in this light, I'm gonna speak on whatever the hell I please and tease intellect with the sensation of my erotic tongue like a disease, bringing you a vast of emotions, cause this ain't what you thought it would be, but what we all go through as a whole, and our visions of words are like a lifetime of realities, pumping fist in the air because there's a cause to be fought, although you may not believe that this here art is not too hard to retrieve. Day in and day out, I find sense in these poems that I spit, drunken verbs and nouns, and only lace rhymes where they fit. Some of you call me an erotic poet with sexy vibes and the attitude junkie when it comes to setting things straight, but can't see past this female lyricist pimping with a tongue like this. I hope you didn't fall for the bait. Now the game has changed and I'm looking at this from a different light, and before he passed, he asked me to do me, but make sure my pieces are tight. Let them know that this ain't what he wanted, but for us to be free to write and recite on some real shit and not some broken down rick with no stability. I see you looking, but you ain't put in on this, so now I am full of will, and his power is in the form of the eclectic abyss. How the time has changed when I can put thoughts on trees and still find time to grant wishes on what you all wanted to hear and talk about some real stuff, but can you say I'm still winning, my dear? Some of you have given up on this poetry and what you thought it had to offer, but being a sound mind, I never wanted more but for this to prosper. Now my spirit speaks the words of 1,000 poets times 1,000,000. I'm feeding from his soul because some of you have made this the villain. But we can't speak without piercing the souls of unstable creatures, so I ask, he who is without poetry, cast the first stone, because now my will is in the form of a calm chaos. Thank you.
Ooh, passing by. Romantic rhythms that beat through the night. Mother Nature's gift for you and I.
Baby, say it.
Africa is my home.
Let me say it.
Don't you know that home is where my heart lies? Across the ocean into the African skies, through the hills and valleys, over the mountains. Africa is where my heart lies. The new day dawns upon our land, breathing life for the creation of man, holding treasures of beauty given for all. The African dream that touches the soul of all.
Baby, say it.
Our motherland and our home.
Let me say it.
Don't you know that home is where my heart lies? Across the ocean into the African skies, through the hills and valleys, over the mountains. Africa is where my heart lies. Don't you know that home is where my heart lies? Across the ocean into the African skies, through the hills and valleys, over the mountains. Africa is where my heart lies. Ooh, ooh,
Coming to the stage, representing Park and Recreation Department. Y'all please give it up for Shakura Jackson.
Looking bad up there too.
Bring it down.
All right, hello. So, I wrote an original piece, and it's entitled Color Girl from the South. Yeah, my feet hurt, but not that much I can't stand, walk, or march for what's mine. An activist for what's civil and right. I'm just a colored girl from the South that made a decision today. It requires me to have a seat and ignore the whites only sign hanging in front of this establishment. A decision for change in America that I'm ready to die for. Peacefully put into practice a movement, an organized movement that this will not be the only one. There's more to come. A change that will provoke freedom to ring, and we shall overcome. I'm just a colored girl from the South whose ancestors came a long way. Shackled, chained, hung, and whipped. For me to accept this separate but equal foolishness, I wonder, how can we judge what's equal while separated? So, excuse me. This colored girl is about to have a seat right here at this counter. And I reckon that I won't get served, but I reckon that That's why I packed this brown paper bag with the lunch. Feeling your nasty glares while my ears listen to your hate-filled yells, spewing out words that I already felt. With an occasional whisper. I hear an occasional whisper. Meanwhile, my patience have grown thin of your ignorance, causing a peaceful and civil reaction. I mean no harm. I just want the same opportunities in America that you're benefiting from. How can we stay content with your disregard of the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments? And so I sit here by myself, but I'm not alone. And you can mind me or never mind me. I'm just a colored girl from the South having a seat while taking a stand.
Come on now, give it up for Shakur Jackson, Park and Recreation. See, that's that demeanor, like, look, the park is closed, I said get out. You know, the park is closed, get out, I'm ready to go home. Now, I love that. I love that. Thank you so much for coming out and doing that for us. Coming up to the stage, up next, representing risk management, giving up for Daniela Jean. Daniela Jean.
Good evening, everyone. This is an original piece that I composed entitled, The Right. I have the right to live. I have the right to breathe. I have the right to sit. I have the right to write, to learn, to teach, to think, to exist. Because of the ways that were paved, the lives that were lost, the blood that was shed, the walks that were marched. My future looks brighter now. My dreams can take flight now. My essence has been restored. I walk in shadows no more. The lines are no longer blurred, but made straight. The endless possibilities are endless. And still it remains, I can, I will, we must do. Thank you.
All right, I see city employees got some skills. I see this right. I'm recruiting. I am recruiting. Coming up next, I need y'all to start clapping. Oh, we got some male energy. We got some male energy. I like that. I need y'all to start making some noise right now and give it up for Aline.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't think I can do justice to these other guys, but my poetry is actually a piece from Lulu Westbrook, and it's a little later from what Councilman Galvin orated on. It's America's Georgia in '63. America's Georgia in '63, there were obvious signs of bigotry. Laws of segregation were everywhere. White supremacist groups did not care. The hatred they had for people of color was blatant and vicious. Towards my little sisters and brothers, there were perpetrators, spectators, instigators, violators, vigilantes, agitators, KKKs, and Negro haters. We marched with placards and sang the songs of freedom. We were beaten and jailed while making history at home. Many fought for their freedom to change Jim Crow's laws. Now America has signs of liberty and no more segregated walls. Thank you.
And I forgot to mention earlier that Aline is representing the Public Works Department. Aline, give it up for them. Fine city workers. Coming up next, representing transportation. Y'all give it up for Mr. John O'Brien.
Hello, everybody. How are the children from the 60s out there? I went to school, poetry was a lot different than what I'm hearing here tonight. This is absolute education for me. This has been so wonderful to listen to you. It really is incredible. I can't wait to attend the next poetry reading here because this is so good. So I apologize for murdering poetry while I'm up here. So this is a poem by Langston Hughes. It's a beautiful poem. It's called I Dream a World.
Yes, yes.
I dream a world where man, no other man will scorn, where love will bless the earth, and peace its paths adorn. I dream a world where all will know sweet freedom's way, where greed no longer saps the soul, nor avarice blights the day. A world I dream where black or white, whatever race you be, will share the bounties of the earth, and every man is free. Where wretchedness will hang its head, and joy like a pearl attends the needs of all mankind. Of such I dream my world. Thank you.
This guy's a pro. He brought his own music. I was like, where did the piano come from? Really, John? Charles Mingus? The keynote's the composer. Awesome. Okay, listen. City employees. Once we're done, we have 2 more people. City employees, listen to what I'm about to tell you right now. Do not leave. We have a huge surprise for you. Huge. If you thought we was giving out Chipotle, everybody get a new car. Well, am I allowed to say that? Okay, I just felt compelled to just say that. No, not a new car, but please do not leave. We have a huge surprise for you. We will not leave you out. So without any further ado, I need y'all to start clapping right now, representing the department itself. Give it up for Margaret Steele Miller.
This piece is called Now Look at That. Wow. In Jamaica we say kuya. Kunelade gade. And in Espanol, ahora mire lo que pasa. I was invited here to participate in this wonderful event on this date. And so a poem I tried to write, to recite, tonight. But as soon as I started to think, to put words on paper with ink, I realized no poet was I, completely blank. My spirit sank. Now look at that. But how could I be dismayed when those before me were not swayed? Brave men and women of my hue, who braved the storm, not withdrew. Harriet Tubman, Underground Railroad. Rosa Parks, the bus ride. Martin Luther King, I have a dream. Marcus Garvey, Black Star Liner. Toussaint Louverture, the great Haitian military genius. Simon Bolivar, who struggled for independence. Dr. Eric Williams, my Trinity friend. President Barack Obama, to name a few. Now look at that. Messages of hope abound. Just look around. Listen to the music, the mission, the sound. Wycliffe John, City of North Miami, Hall of Famer. I will be gone from the November, and gone to November, gone to November. Bob Marley, song of the century. One love, one Miami Sound Machine. Miami Sound. Everybody, they conga. Now look at that.
Life, I'm telling you. Now his daughter is following in his footsteps. Our last poet of the evening. I need y'all to start clapping up right now and giving up for Brianna Belcher.
They say free us. I say free me. Free me from the mirage that we built for years to disguise our black guilty peers as innocent and ignorant mirrors. Slavery does not live here, but yet we reclaim it. Every time we get into trouble, we rename it to proclaim that it is the reason that they sought us, even though they sought you with your hand in the cookie jar. They say help us. I say help you how? We send police out to stop violence created by you to save you, yet you hate us for loving you. Yeah. Now I know there are some glitches in the system and some races that have slipped in, but they are not the main reason that our black faces are falling into the system. See, we have been disconnected from our roots, following misleading truths. Your oppressor isn't the one that's suppressing you, it's you. It's us. It's just that we need to stop blaming them and start rebuilding us. Trust that we can become better if we just start working together. Believe that we can be set free from the enslavement bound by ourselves, tightened by our greed for wealth, and sealed by our pride. But it's time to set that pride aside as we reminisce about the strength and heavy imprints left behind by our ancestors. Harriet Tubman knew she could have been whipped, chained, and hung, but for our freedom, she chose to run. Rosa Parks didn't sit idle. Rosa Parks sat idle not with the intentions to become an idol. She sat so that you and I could have the right to. Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream, not to be slain, but to bring peace and to let freedom reign so that you and I could be free and finally feel some type of equality. So let's be free and stop taking our opportunities for granted. Stop taking the blood shed for us for granted. Stop using our past to put a hold on our present. Let's be free. Thank you.
Brianna Belcher. Come on, y'all. Y'all can do better than that. Come on. Come on. Let's be free. So now we're about to do okay, listen, before we go there, real quick. This woman right here, we need to clap for Miss Cynthia, who was a part of this. Come on, y'all need to, come on, give it up for Cynthia, ladies and gentlemen. This woman I stopped by here, it was well after 5 o'clock and she was here. And from what I know, she leave at 4:59. So, for her being here, trying to put this together, I really want to take the opportunity to thank you. No one has recognized you for it. So if they haven't, I want you to know that we sincerely appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, and the whole team and all the performers. We'll go into closing remarks in a minute, but I want you to shine.
Well, you know something? First, we are getting ready to close it out. Don't go away. Well, where are you? All right. City manager, could you please come up because we're going to need you. And I know all the employees who participated tonight can't wait for you to get up here. But first, you know, Will, we heard you say it over and over. Must have been like, what, 10 times tonight? I'm eating with you. I'm eating with you. No. Guess what, Will? Well, guess what?
Well,
You eating with me. You don't have to eat with nobody because you don't get one card. You don't get, well, you get 2 cards. You get 2 cards. Again, Chipotle. Make noise for Chipotle. Make sure you go to the one in North Miami now. You get 2 gift cards for dinner for 2.
Okay, wait.
No?
Wait, Cynthia.
No? Okay.
Now everybody knows Will did an amazing job tonight, did he not? He was funny, he was witty. I mean, he had us going the whole night. He kept you up, didn't he? Right? So, I want to up in that.
Whoa.
Right?
Okay.
Bam! For 4. So now you got
a total
2 and 2, that make 8. So we're gonna have a party in your honor.
And you taking us.
Yeah. All right. So this is our way of saying thank you for coming out tonight and being such a wonderful MC.
Yes, he has.
We hope that you will join us in the future for other events.
Yes, we do.
And enjoy. Bon appetit.
I'll send my contract to your people. And we can gladly make that official, right? Butterfly taught me that. It's a business at the end of the day. And we're gonna make this happen. But listen, I want to thank everybody for staying out this evening. All the performers, Park and Recreation. I see y'all back there, everybody that performed. Please don't leave. Take pictures. I want to take pictures with everybody. Post it on Facebook, Instagram, all that. Make sure you tell everyone how of a wonderful event this was. Share the information. And again, reach one, teach one. Let's try to stay positive in the community and stick with one another. And we have our raffle, right? Raffle, okay. I'll let you explain that.
Well, we wanted to thank our employees for participating, and our wonderful city manager, Mr. Stephen Johnson, has generously provided us with a gift tonight, and that is, let me let him tell you.
I just want to let you know, in addition to all the gifts you got, Officer Belcher's going to carry you over there.
One time sake. That'll work.
One time sake. Okay. Let me see here.
So, wait.
We have more?
No. You can go ahead and wrap.
Oh, what is it about? Okay. You get an administrative day off.
Oh, did you hear that? All employees get it.
Not all.
All the employees was like, no, the winner gets an administrative day off.
All right, so I drew the name here. Oh, that's no fair.
Okay, drum roll.
It's my name. You can't do that. Brianna Belcher. Hi, Brianna. Are you... So you can carry them over here. Congratulations. That's it?
That's it for now, but Brianna, don't go nowhere. The rest of the city employees who participated, if you could please come to the stage. Margaret, I see you way back there. Come on, everybody, get up on stage. Those city employees, Aline, where are you? Everybody who participated, John O'Brien. Daniela, where's Daniela? Oh, there she is. Is that everybody? Okay, do I have everybody? We're just missing Margaret. Here comes Miss Margaret. All right.
It's not my turn. Okay, fine.
Okay. Well, you know something? We thought it was a nice thing to raffle that day off, but we got to tell you, we can't imagine all these people who, were brave enough to come up and volunteer to do this. They didn't know they were going to get this, but we wanted to thank you. And again, thank you, Chipotle. We have for each and every one of you a gift card dinner for 4 at Chipotle. So thank you very much.
What is your opinion on this event?
I must say it was awesome, epic, unforgettable.
How did this event affect you?
There's no effect, but if anything, it left a lasting impression and something I will cherish for the rest of my journey as an artist and as a full-time poet. The talent was amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed Radiance, representing the holistic school. I remember the first time I saw those little girls, and oh my gosh, just to hear them harmonize together sends chills up my spine and make my hair stand up. But even the poetry, and what I enjoyed is the coming together of the city of North Miami employees from the different departments. That was beautiful.
All right, I'm glad you feel that way. Do you have any other comments to add?
Just keep doing what City of North Miami does, and that's always bringing the community together
through different events, but definitely through the arts.